Welcome. In this video, you're about to learn some interesting things you may have never heard of before. So grab some tea, buckle up, and let's have a go. Author Harper Lee only published 2 books in her lifetime: To Kill a Mockingbird and Go Set a Watchman. What's fascinating is that Lee had no clear intention of publishing the second. The manuscript for Go Set a Watchman was discovered 50 years later in Lee's safe deposit box by her friend and lawyer, Tonya Carter. Lee's agent was contacted, and the manuscript was published in 2015. The Atacama Desert in northern Chile, the driest non-polar desert in the world, and the second driest overall. It's the only true desert to receive less precipitation than polar deserts. Geologists say that Atacama's soil is very similar to that on Mars. Would you believe that tornadoes have been recorded on every continent except Antarctica? While the United States experiences the most tornadoes, around 1,200 each year, they have been recorded on every continent except Antarctica, showcasing their global reach and impact. Post-it notes were invented by accident. Did you know that? In 1968, a 3M scientist named Spencer Silver created a weak adhesive that his colleagues saw potential in for bookmarking his hymnal without damaging the pages. In Shinto, the traditional religion of Japan still practiced today, followers believe in kami, spirits or deities that inhabit natural elements like mountains, rivers, and trees. These kami are not gods in the Western sense, but rather spiritual presences that influence the world. Despite being closest to the Sun, Mercury experiences drastic temperature changes, ranging from about 425 degrees Celsius during the day to negative 200 degrees Celsius at night, due to its lack of a substantial atmosphere to trap heat. This makes Mercury the planet with the largest temperature fluctuations in the solar system.
The national animal of Scotland is, get this, the unicorn. Did you know that? The unicorn has been associated with Scotland for centuries. It first appeared on the Scottish royal coat of arms in the 12th century. In Celtic mythology, the unicorn symbolizes purity, innocence, masculinity, and power. Humans have been cooking for millions of years. In fact, the earliest known evidence of cooking is a roasted carp dinner from 780,000 years ago. The fish remains were found in Israel at the Gesher Beno Yaakov site, near places where researchers also found signs of fire. Researchers examined the geochemical composition of oxygen and carbon isotopes in the enamel of the fish teeth. They also tested the teeth to see if they had been exposed to high temperatures. With this, it's been concluded that these fish were cooked low and slow, rather than thrown directly onto a fire. Fascinating. There's a bizarre but very real theory out there saying that Alexander the Great was accidentally buried alive. Dr. Catherine Hall of the Dunedin School of Medicine in New Zealand proposed that Alexander the Great had Guillain-Barré syndrome, an autoimmune disease that causes muscle paralysis. Hall argues that Alexander was likely still alive when he was declared dead because his breathing was less visible. In ancient times, doctors relied on breath to determine if a patient was alive, not a pulse. Go figure. Did you know that koalas have fingerprints that are almost identical to human fingerprints? Each koala's fingerprint has a unique pattern of loops and whorls. It's been said that fingerprints help koalas grip rough surfaces like tree trunks and branches, and increase their sense of touch. This one might be a little off-putting, but nonetheless interesting anyhow. Over a lifetime, a person produces enough saliva to fill around 30 to 50 bathtubs. See, I told you this was a little gross. Okay, next. Every mammal experiences goosebumps. It's a physiological response that occurs when tiny muscles around hair follicles contract, causing the hair to stand on end. In animals with thick fur, goosebumps help create an insulating air layer when they are cold, making them a survival mechanism. We, humans, still experience goosebumps due to this inherited evolutionary trait, often triggered by cold or strong emotions.
Romanian gymnast Nadia Comaneci was the first gymnast to ever score a perfect 10 in the Olympics at the 1976 Montreal Games. Her feat was so unprecedented that the scoreboard itself could not even display a perfect 10. Caramelization. You've likely heard of it. It's when sugar is heated to the point it starts to brown, creating a rich, hearty flavor and brown color. Caramelization happens at around 320 degrees Fahrenheit and is a key process in making desserts like caramel sauce or crème brûlée. While most lions stick to the ground, some African lions, particularly in Uganda and Tanzania, have developed the unusual behavior of climbing and resting in trees, possibly to escape biting insects and catch a cool breeze. Bioluminescent mushrooms do exist. Certain fungi, like foxfire mushrooms, glow in the dark due to a chemical reaction called bioluminescence. This glowing property may help attract insects that spread their spores. Remember this one for your next astronomy quiz. The solar system takes about 230 million years to complete one orbit around the center of the Milky Way galaxy. This period is known as a galactic year. Female Komodo dragons can reproduce without males through a process called parthenogenesis, where eggs develop into embryos without fertilization, ensuring the species' survival in the absence of mates. So what did you think? Comment below and please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, mate.